So a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos of a. This is the bottom of the next page. Sorry, page 232. Erase this full triangle. Okay. We use cosine law when, now they're going to say, if you know the two sides and the contained angle. So side, angle, side. So basically if you have a triangle like this. And if I know this is 110, and this is 15, and this is 17. So that's a side, angle, side, because it's side, angle, side. SAS. Okay? Then you use cosine law. For you, basically, if you don't have an angle side pair, use cosine law. That's it. Now, there's different forms of it. They rewrite it. But what you should notice is that the unknown out here is always tied to the angle in the cosine. Okay? In our case here, A is A. What I usually do is just rewrite every triangle so that A is your unknown. Okay? So then you don't have to worry about using those two formulas. It's just one formula you have to use. So in this case, that would be A. That's little a. And then what you label B and C is irrelevant. And that would be C. Okay? Just make your unknown A. Okay. We're going to solve the previous question, the very first question on the previous page, using cosine law. Here it is right here. So page 233. So before we had to turn it into a right angle triangle by dropping something down here. So this length and then this length, and then we could solve it. We can do it in one step here. All right? It's conveniently labeled for us. This is capital A, therefore this is little a. This is B, and that's C. I will give you all these formulas. You don't need to memorize them. You just need to know how to use them. So we write out the cosine formula. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos of A. And plug in everything. Okay? So B squared, that is 6 squared. C is 3, so that's 3 squared, minus 2 times B and C. 6 and 3 cosine of 36. Almost every kid can do that. Where they go wrong is when they try to punch this into their calculator and they try to either do it all at once, or they miss brackets, or this is a common one. So let's just do this out. 6 squared is 36. 3 squared is 9. 6 times 3 is 18 times 2 is 36, right? Correct? Okay. So even most people can get to there. The mistake that people do is they go 36 plus 9 is 45. Minus 36 is 9. Why can you not do that? Yes, because this 36 is part of the cosine. You can only combine these two. Okay? So we have to go 36 plus 9 is 45. And then you have to, on your calculator, go cosine of 36, whatever that is, multiply it by this 36 out here. $29.12. Is that what people got? So then you get a squared is equal to 15.88. And the other thing people forget to do is, what is your very last step? Square root it. And normally when you square root something, you get positive and negative. Why do we ignore the negative? It's the negative length that we're finding, right? So you're right. You're both right. We're finding the length. You can't have a negative length. Okay, you can't have negative 4 meters of rope. That doesn't make any sense. That's an operation. You can take away 4 meters from what you have, but you can't have negative 4 meters. It just means your rope is in another dimension. It's in another dimension. Okay. 3.98, is that the answer? So 3.98 is our answer. Okay. It is centimeters, not meters. Is that what they ask? Oh, they do ask for nearest tenth, don't they? Peoples. So you'd round it to the nearest tenth, which is 4.0 centimeters. Thank you for the correction. Okay, so this is a good example of one that you will see where you have to rewrite it. You don't have to, but I always do. So they give us a triangle, they label it PQR. Okay? So let's label everything that they give us. They tell us triangle PQR, QP is 1.7. So the distance between Q and P is 1.7. So this is 1.7. Q to R is 3.1. And angle PQR is 110. What angle is that? Q. They want to know what PR is. Okay? This is the side they want to know. So, our formula is ABC. So just scratch out all this. A is always your unknown. That is? You call her Jill? You want to go say hi to her? Okay. All right. A is always your unknown. So if I'm trying to solve this side over here, that is A. That's lowercase a, which means 110 is capital A. After that, it doesn't matter what you call it. What's B and C is irrelevant, okay? So I'll just call this B and this C, which means this is little c and this is little b. Write out your formula. A squared, A squared equals. Want to go say hi to her? She just walked by again.
Hi, Jill.
She look? She coming back? Mr. Battle wants to say hi to you. He's like, hey, it's Jill walking by. All right.
How's math?
It's excellent. We're doing cosine law. See? Super fun.
It is, I promise. It's going to stick with you.
See?
These lines
Wow.
stick with you.
If they had a good teacher, it might stick with them. If they had a good teacher, it might stick with them. But
SOHCAHTOA kids.
yeah.
Remembering forever.
See? SOHCAHTOA, sine law, cosine law. This is the peak of mathematical funness. Funness.
It's all downhill.
It's all downhill from here. All right, minus 2BC cos of A. All right, plug it all in and solve it, peoples, please. And you should practice this one just because this is something you would see on a test. It's more about practice with the calculator. Oh, Max.
No, oh, that's so nasty. You just gargled liquid popcorn in his mouth. I just heard gargling.
Jill would not be impressed. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Do the last step then. Oh, he's still here. All right. The only trick with this one, peoples, is be careful with this bit here because cosine of 110 is actually a negative number.
How?
You'll learn that in grade 12. Cosine of 110 is a negative number. So when you multiply this negative times this negative, it actually turns into positive. So you get 16.1.
It's negative. How can you have a negative angle?
No, the angle's not negative. The value of the angle is negative. You'll learn that in math 12.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no.
You just don't know enough yet. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Did everybody get that?
No, not yet. Sure.
Okay, I'll leave it up. I'm just going to pause the video because we don't need to have this in the video. Bellevue.
Bellevue's like a city in.
Bellevue?
Not Bellevue. Definitely not Bellevue.
Okay, whatever. The B city is 30 kilometers north of. Ayer and Churchville is 18 kilometers northwest of Ayer. Ayer? Okay. Calculate the distance between B and C. There we go. Look, we're just going to use the letters A, B. Where's B? B and C. Okay. So, B is 30 kilometers north of A. There's A. This is 30. And A is 18 kilometers northwest. What? No, and C is 18 kilometers northwest. Boom. So this is C. We're northwest. So it's that way of Ayer. That's 18. We're making a triangle because this is trig. Calculate the distance between B and C. All right, that makes sense. Whew. How do they know it's 45? Well, we can't assume it's a right angle.
No, we also try to say that.
I don't like this question. How did they assume?